As the automotive industry rapidly evolves, one question stands at the forefront of the debate: petrol versus electric cars. Which one is better? With more electric cars hitting the roads and traditional petrol engines becoming increasingly efficient, choosing between these two types of vehicles can be challenging. While both petrol and electric cars have their merits, the decision often comes down to your individual needs, priorities, and preferences. In this article, we will explore the 5 key factors to consider when making the decision: cost, availability and reliability, environmental benefits, performance, and practicality. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of which type of car might be better suited for you. Let's start by addressing one of the biggest factors for most buyers: cost. The total cost of owning a vehicle isn't just the sticker price at the dealership. You must also consider long-term costs like fuel, maintenance, and resale value. Petrol cars are generally more affordable to purchase up front. With over a century of development and competition in the automotive market, petrol cars are available at various price points, from affordable subcompacts to luxury SUVs and sports cars. Used petrol cars offer significant savings, making them accessible to buyers on a budget. However, owning a petrol car comes with ongoing expenses. Fuel costs are a significant concern as petrol prices fluctuate, often affected by geopolitical tensions, supply chains, and market demand. On top of fuel, maintenance costs for petrol cars are also higher due to the complexity of internal combustion engines. Regular oil changes, transmission fluid, spark plug replacements, and other wear and tear items can add up over time. Electric cars, EVs, on the other hand, tend to have a higher upfront cost, although prices have been dropping as the technology matures and economies of scale kick in. For example, Tesla's Model 3, once considered a luxury item, now has models available for less than many premium petrol cars. Additionally, governments in many countries offer incentives and tax credits for purchasing electric vehicles, making them more affordable for consumers. In terms of running costs, electric cars have a distinct advantage. Electricity is cheaper than petrol, and if you charge your car at home using off-peak hours or solar power, the savings can be substantial. EVs also have lower maintenance costs because they have fewer moving parts. There's no need for oil changes or exhaust maintenance, and brake pads tend to last longer due to regenerative braking systems. Over time, these savings can offset the higher initial purchase price, making electric cars a more cost-effective option for long-term ownership. Petrol cars win on upfront affordability but can be more expensive in the long run due to fuel and maintenance costs. Electric cars have higher initial costs but offer substantial savings on fuel and maintenance over time. Another critical factor when deciding between petrol and electric cars is their availability and reliability. How easy is it to buy and service these vehicles, and can you rely on them for years to come? Petrol cars are everywhere. Whether you're looking for a hatchback, saloon, SUV, or sports car, there's a petrol-powered version available. With decades of refinement, petrol cars are highly reliable, with many models known to last hundreds of thousands of miles when properly maintained. The infrastructure for servicing and refueling petrol cars is also well established. You can find petrol stations almost everywhere, and mechanics who specialize in petrol engines are available in nearly every town. Electric vehicles are relatively new compared to petrol cars, but their availability is growing rapidly. Thanks to the success of companies like Tesla, traditional automakers have begun producing electric versions of their popular models. However, while urban areas might have plenty of options for electric cars, rural areas still have fewer choices, especially in terms of service centers. One major concern for EVs is charging infrastructure. Although charging stations are becoming more common, they're not as ubiquitous as petrol stations. This can make long-distance travel a challenge, especially in less populated areas. As for reliability, modern electric cars are generally very dependable. With fewer moving parts than petrol engines, EVs experience fewer mechanical issues. However, the battery is a concern for some, as it degrades over time, reducing range. Most electric car manufacturers offer warranties of 8 years or more for their batteries, and the latest technology is designed to last well over 150,000 miles, but replacement costs can be high if a battery fails outside of the warranty period. Petrol cars are more widely available and benefit from an extensive service and refueling infrastructure. Electric cars are catching up in terms of availability, but the charging infrastructure still has room for improvement, especially outside major cities. One of the most significant advantages of electric cars is their environmental impact, or rather, their lack of it. For eco-conscious buyers, this is often a deciding factor. There's no denying that petrol cars contribute significantly to air pollution. Every time you drive a petrol vehicle, it emits carbon dioxide, CO2, and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, which contribute to global warming. Additionally, the extraction and refining of petroleum are energy-intensive processes that further contribute to environmental degradation. While petrol engines have become more fuel-efficient over the years, and hybrid technologies have emerged to reduce emissions, tailpipe emissions are still a significant source of pollution in cities worldwide. Electric vehicles are often marketed as the greener alternative because they produce zero emissions at the tailpipe. By switching to electric cars, drivers can significantly reduce their carbon footprint, especially if they charge their vehicle using renewable energy sources like solar or wind power. However, it's essential to note that electric cars are not entirely without environmental impact. The production of EV batteries, particularly lithium-ion batteries, is energy-intensive and involves mining materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which can have negative environmental and social consequences. Additionally, if the electricity used to charge the EV comes from fossil fuels, the overall emissions savings can be diminished. That said, as power grids become greener and more renewable energy sources come online, the environmental benefits of electric cars will continue to increase. Petrol cars are significant contributors to pollution through CO2 emissions and reliance on fossil fuels. Electric cars offer much lower environmental impact, especially when powered by renewable energy. When it comes to performance, petrol and electric cars offer different driving experiences. For enthusiasts, this is often where the debate gets interesting. Petrol cars have long been the go-to choice for performance enthusiasts. With powerful engines, roaring exhausts, and manual transmissions, they offer a visceral, engaging driving experience. Petrol cars are known for their high speeds, particularly at the top end. High-performance petrol vehicles, like supercars, can reach incredible speeds and offer precise handling thanks to the refinement of the internal combustion engine. For long-distance driving and road trips, petrol cars are still more practical due to the ease of refueling. You can pull into a petrol station, fill up in a few minutes, and be back on the road, unlike electric vehicles that require longer charging times. Electric cars offer a different kind of performance. EVs are known for their instant torque, which means they can accelerate incredibly quickly from a standstill. For example, many Tesla models can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour faster than even some high-performance petrol cars. This makes electric cars fun to drive in urban settings, where quick acceleration is more important than top-end speed. Additionally, electric cars are quieter and smoother than their petrol counterparts, offering a different kind of driving experience, one that emphasizes comfort and responsiveness. However, electric cars aren't as well suited to high-speed, long-distance driving. Their range can be limited, and while fast charging networks are expanding, charging times can still be an inconvenience during long trips. Petrol cars are still the king when it comes to high speeds and long-distance driving, offering a traditional driving experience that many enthusiasts love. Electric cars provide instant torque, smooth handling, and an exciting, futuristic driving experience, especially in city driving. Finally, let's consider the practicality of petrol and electric cars for day-to-day use. How do they perform in real-world scenarios? Petrol cars are practical in many ways. Refueling takes just a few minutes, and petrol stations are abundant, so you'll never have to worry about running out of fuel on a long drive. Petrol cars come in all shapes and sizes, from small hatchbacks to large family SUVs, giving buyers plenty of options to suit their needs. The fuel infrastructure is also well established, meaning you can drive virtually anywhere without worrying about where you'll refuel. Whether it's a daily commute or a cross-country road trip, petrol cars can get the job done. Electric cars offer their own brand of practicality, particularly for city driving. Charging at home means you can start every day with a full battery, saving you time spent at the pump. For daily commuting or short trips, this convenience is hard to beat. However, range anxiety, the fear of running out of charge before reaching a charging station, remains a concern for many potential EV buyers. While most modern electric cars offer ranges of 200,300 miles, long-distance driving can still be a challenge, especially if fast chargers aren't available on your route. Charging an EV takes longer than refueling a petrol car, even with fast chargers, which can be a drawback for those who frequently travel long distances. Petrol cars remain more practical for long-distance driving and road trips due to the ease of refueling. Electric cars are incredibly practical for city driving and short commutes, especially if you have a home charger. Ultimately, the decision between petrol and electric cars comes down to your specific needs and priorities. If you value upfront affordability, long-distance driving convenience, and the classic car experience, a petrol car may still be the better option for you. On the other hand, if you're looking to save on long-term costs, reduce your carbon footprint, and enjoy modern technology, an electric car might be the way to go. As the automotive industry continues to shift toward a greener future, electric vehicles are becoming more practical and affordable with each passing year. However, petrol cars aren't disappearing anytime soon, and they still offer a tried and true option for many drivers. Ultimately, the better car depends on your lifestyle, driving habits, and priorities. So, which one will you choose? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more automotive content.